Picture this, a flock of sheep outsmarting human detectives in a murder mystery that's equal parts hilarious and heartwarming, and Hugh Jackman starring in it. But here's where it gets controversial. Amazon MGM Studios is shaking up the release plans for this quirky comedy, shifting it to a prime holiday slot and even rebranding the title. Stick around to discover how this move could redefine family-friendly blockbusters and why some fans might argue it's a genius play or a risky gamble. In an exclusive update, Amazon MGM Studios is capitalizing on a rare open spot in the early summer 2026 movie calendar by relocating their Hugh Jackman-led comedy. Originally slated for November 13th, 2025, the film is now set to hit theaters on May 8th, 2026. Right smack in the middle of Mother's Day weekend, this timing could be a savvy choice as it taps into families gathering for celebrations, potentially boosting ticket sales with feel-good vibes. And to freshen things up, the movie's title is evolving from Three Bags Full, a sheep detective movie, to the snappier The Sheep Detectives. It's a subtle shift that might make the premise more accessible. But is it enough to draw in crowds who might overlook a sheep-centric whodunit? And this is the part most people miss. The weekend before, kicking off the summer season, is packed with heavy hitters. 20th Century Studios is unleashing The Devil Wears Prada 2, a sequel fans have been buzzing about, while Warner Brothers and Legendary bring Animal Friends, a live-action animated adventure featuring Ryan Reynolds and Jason Momoa. With such star-studded competition, The Sheep Detectives will need to stand out, perhaps by leaning into its unique charm. For those new to the story, let's break it down simply. The film centers on George Hardy, played by the ever-charismatic Hugh Jackman, a dedicated shepherd who adores his woolly charges. He spends his evenings reading aloud from murder mystery novels, imagining his sheep are engrossed listeners. Little does he know, his flock not only comprehends every twist, but engages in lively debates afterward, dissecting clues and suspects. Tragedy strikes when George is discovered dead under suspicious circumstances, prompting the sheep to realize it's no accident. It's murder. Convinced they hold the key to cracking the case, they embark on a daring investigation. Meanwhile, the local police officer, Tim Derry, portrayed by Braun, is a rookie who's never tackled a major crime, leaving the sheep to take matters into their own hooves. This means venturing beyond their cozy meadow for the first time, confronting the complexities of the human world that don't always match the neat resolutions in books. It's a delightful premise that blends humor with a touch of mystery, perfect for beginners exploring animated comedies with live-action flair. Directed by Balda, who brings experience from animated hits like The Lorax and Minions, and penned by Mazin, known for sharp scripts in shows like Chernobyl. The movie boasts an impressive ensemble. Joining Jackman are talents like Galitzine, Molly Gordon, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston, Chris O'Dowd, Regina Hall, Patrick Stewart, Chau, Emma Thompson, Tosin, Kobna, Holdbrook-Smith, Conleth Hill, and Mandeep Dhillon. This star-studded cast adds layers of wit and warmth, making the sheep's adventure even more engaging. Behind the scenes, producers Lindsay Doran, Tim Bevan, and Eric Fellner are steering the ship, with production handled by Working Title Films and Three Strange Angels. It's a collaboration that's already generating buzz, but here's a controversial angle. Some might argue that changing the title and date is just Hollywood's way of chasing trends, potentially diluting the original concept. Others could see it as a bold strategy to avoid the holiday crunch in November and align with family-oriented weekends. What do you think? Does this rebrand make The Sheep Detectives more marketable, or does it risk losing its quirky edge? And how do you feel about studios playing musical chairs with release dates to dodge competition? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you're excited for this ovine detective tale or skeptical about the shifts.